This video is about collecting and what I feel you would need to become a better collector, whether it's for investment purposes or for personal usage. As you can see by my previous videos, I have a lot of Lego, and this has all come up with very little capital. So these are just little aids and little things I found that helped me useful over the years to become a better collector. Also, I'm going to be touching on a few tips and hints to help you store your Lego and become a better builder, and the things that I found useful for when you're building mocks and displays. So let's get to it. Are these two books, edition 1, edition 2 there, as you can see. They're very expensive, not very many around. I think they only went up to about 2011 or 12. But if you're a collector, and as it says on the book there, and you're looking for investment purposes or anything else, these books are very good. So you've got basically the set numbers, release dates, how many pieces, and these bricks at the bottom here are how rare they are. So the more bricks you get, the more rarer it is. And these are nice little books for references. Do a lot of poly bags. This is a very nice set. This came with actual basketball in it, as you can see just there. And on season 2, the edited version, they actually have a little bit more up-to-date stuff. I got this on, I think it was on Amazon, one on Amazon and one on eBay. There you go. Lovely bits about the key rings that came out. They do actually do a lot of stuff. And at the back here, services packs and stuff like that. There we go, service packs. So for me, if you are not always want to go on the internet, and that's in fact, it's hard to find these things on the internet all the time. You have to know exactly what you're looking for. These books are good for a guide for a collector. Next up, this little beauty. I have shown this before in one of my other videos. Again, this is for an ultimate guide for Star Wars. They haven't done, I don't think, anything for any other theme, but I could be wrong. I haven't seen it yet. This is from DK Books, and this is what I class as the Holy Grail, the Bible of minifigures and sets for Star Wars. It hasn't been done updated for a while, so we're a little bit behind because there's so many sets being released. But as you can see, it has everything you need: figures, vehicles, and sets. So let's just pick a page at random. Let's pick Yoda. These are the Yodas that come out, and it will tell you when they've appeared up the top there, what episode they've been in or what film they've been in, and what set you will find them in. So this Yoda with the variant is on 75002, so you will find that one there. There he is. So when you look at these figures, I'll go to another figures here. Let's go to Watto there. You'll see there's only 2 Wattos in there, and they're in 2 different sets there, and that's 7186 and 7962. So you actually can get to see which one they're from. So if you're actually a minifig collector, then you know where to find them from, or if you've actually found some minifigures you want to know where they're from. Also, later on in the book, skip through, you've got locations, which is like the Death Star, Jabba's Palace, set numbers, when they're released, what figures they have that come with them, which is I find very, very informative. And again, if you go to the vehicles, there we go, vehicles. They show you the vehicles and where they come from, what year they come out, and what number set, and how many figures. So this one, honestly, is brilliant for anyone that likes Star Wars, likes to collect, wants to know where their figure's from, what it looks like, whether they got the right heads, what the right legs, what basically anything to do with Lego. And there we go. I'll show you another picture of the case. I think you can pick that up on Amazon or on eBay. There's these beauties. Yes, small books. You've probably seen these. Everyone's seen these with the figure. They always buy them and take the figure out, and you'll see them at the car boot sales without the figure for probably about £1 or 50p. If I was you and you don't have all of them, get them. They are very good for reference purposes, for collecting, and for building, actual fact. Just to give you an example why I feel these are good. They do have the minifigures in here. They do have the sets in here. There we go. Just pictures of all the figures. It helps you become a better knowledge-wise collector, and helps you be able to find everything. There we go. Yes, they're not up to date because obviously Lego keeps bringing out a lot of different and more figures, but these do help, whether it's the big book like that, the Book of Magic, or the encyclopedias. There we go. As you do find, when you get figures, whether it's second-hand figures, you do find they have different heads, legs, bodies, and it does help you find where they're from for purposes of references. Right, next one. It's websites. By the way, I'm not endorsed or paid by any of these websites. These websites I find that helps me become a better collector. First off is Brickset, of course. Everyone's heard of Brickset, and they also tell you about when the sets are out, what number the sets are, how many pieces are in the sets, the size of the sets, what their current values are, what they used to be new, when they retired, everything you need to know. That's very good. Bricklink, of course, everyone does Bricklink. And they do the same thing. You can tell what the prices, guide price are, what your part numbers are. Also, is a little bit more in depth if you want to. You can go onto the parts listings and see what parts are on there and what you need and what are you missing. eBay, of course, gives you the value of the sets and what they've gone for. So if you're actually using it for purposes of seeing if the set is worth to buy, whether you're buying it from the car boot sale or anything like that, I always could go to the sold section and just keep an eye on the sections on that. And then obviously, if you are going to buy for investment and you want to know when they're retiring, Brick Fanatics do a good page here of all the sets that's retiring and when they're going to retire, when they released. And this is for 2023 retirement, obviously, all the way down there. And that's a good guide. So if you want to buy up a lot of the certain sets to make some money, this is the way to go. From collecting to MOCs and building, a little idea that I came up with is using these pamphlets and leaflets inside the minifigure packets. Why is this a good idea for building MOCs? This gives you the information for, as I show you, for faces and for accessories. So if you're trying to build a scene, you wanted a certain face, whether it's someone puking up, someone being scared, someone being happy, or doing a scene with a tennis player, you know which series these are from, which one you need to get, and which face you would need. There we go, there's a grumpy face there, to make your scene. So I've got all of these from all of the series from 1 to 26, whatever it is. These are very cheap to get on Bricklink, or whether you're going to get on eBay or something like that these are cheap pennies to get, but they're so useful. Everyone throws these away, and I don't think they should be thrown away. Again, if you want a coffee cup, if you want a briefcase, if you want a knife, if you want certain things for your displays, for your MOCs, these are good to help you reference faces and accessories. So that's one idea that I feel you might need to help you make better MOCs. Now to storage, if you're a collector, or for MOCs, if you've got a load of loose Lego, what I use and what I find helps. So these are WAM boxes, they're different sizes. This is a 6x4 box. I use them quite a lot. You get them on places like Dunelm Mills actually used to sell them, and online. And these are what I use them for. They hold a lot of Lego. It can be deceiving. They can actually hold quite a bit. And I sometimes, put these little labels on top of them, and they can, whether it's just heads, whether it's Lego sets. If you haven't got a massive collection and you just want to start off, I find these are very good, very useful. Uses and ideas. Obviously, everyone knows about these. Dad's got them in the garage and stuff like that. Pick them up from the car boot sales. Actually, I mostly pick these up. They're good for little bits and little pieces that you want to use, like candles and stuff. They're quite cheap. They're quite good if you've only got a small collection. And obviously, they do bigger versions if you want to put your Lego in there. I find they are quite good. If you don't want to spend a big budget, yes, and you're not worried about if they all look the same, these are very good to have. If your Lego collection is big like mine, then those storage boxes aren't going to fit your needs. So these are really useful boxes here. Others available, not paid for, really useful. I know they do some in B&Q and everything else like that. My one advice for you is to keep the same brand. If you swap and change brands, you're going to have a lot of problems fitting your Lego in to make it look like this. Obviously, we're going to have a nice collection, and your collection will get bigger. I know that. You will have Lego fever. So what I find to do is to stick a little sticker on the side there, stick my brick on top, and then I'll know what's in them. Other people do a plate like this and then stick the actual Lego on the side of the plate. It's up to you, personal choices. But there'll be a lot of plates I would have to use, so I just literally use stickers. It saves damage in the drawers. Also, you can get Kallax. These are IKEA Kallax. Again, I'm not paid by IKEA. You can get other ones from Argos or stuff like that. I use these for when I have a lot of Lego that's the same, that I don't have to really subsection, like wheels. As probably everyone has loads of wheels. That's one thing that everyone has loads of. You don't need to put them into small wheels, big wheels. You just need something to put them in. So I use them and like that. I find them very good. And obviously you can put drawers in them and change them later on if your collection gets too big, too small, or you need something else like that. So this is another good idea for storage. The Kallax are very useful. They actually fit these boxes in very well, which I showed you earlier. You can put your base plates in there, looks like records, don't they? And then you also got the boxes at the bottom there. And that's just some ideas, just showing you ideas what you can do with the Kallax. Again, drawers and doors. You can put drawers in there as well. And they're quite universal. I find them very good. If you want to have something different that looks a bit nicer, then just a long line of the boxes and drawers from really useful. And it's basically up to you how you like to display. These are just little ideas. I'm trying to help you if you're becoming a bigger collector and finding it hard for space. Storage boxes, storage heads. I don't know about these. You got the ones that I draw that opens up. I have got them. I haven't brought them with me. These are terrible ideas because when you stack three, I have to get to that one. I have to take them all off. So if you can get the ones with the drawers, yes, they're better. They're a novelty. For a good collector, they're not worth it because inside, I will show you, you have the problem with this here. I hate these. And as you can see, you get bits stuck in the middle. Oh, horrendous. You have to get them out with a scissors or pliers or whatever. More novelty than actual practicality on these. Same with them. They're good if you want to just put something in there. But if you're a hardened collector or a mock builder, get something like this. Don't waste your money on that. So whether you are a massive collector that needs to have all the space like I have, or just a beginner that needs something small like this, hopefully this will help you. This video will help you with collecting and ideas of storage. Hope you like your video. Smash like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Give it to them, give it to them.